this kind of intermediaries, okay, who are using this particular product. Now, talking about this particular product, it's a full-fledged insurance management system. So any aspect of your broking business, what you can think of is pretty much will manage in this particular system. Plus, the highlighting attribute of the system is the CRM aspect. Okay, and that's how we try to sell it as a differentiator as regards to the existing product that exists in the market. Okay, because it has a very strong CRM capabilities as compared to other products that are there in the market.
Okay.
And because we are seeing that it's an insurance management system and policy renewal is one of the key aspects, the entire policy management and the policy renewal workflow is well managed in the system. Okay. Obviously, when you talk about LeadCRM or any other system like this, a typical need arises of this system when, I mean, usually when you are in the growing stage, you can manage your business with Excels, okay, when the data set is less. But as you start growing and as you start getting a lot of customers and a lot of data against them that you need to manage, that's when things start getting messy. And that's where a system like this comes into the picture to help you to, you know, pretty much manage all your data sets pretty well. Okay, all your customer records pretty well, so that you can provide good quality service at the end of the day to your customer, which is the forefront of your business. These are the various aspects of what the product does, which I will be covering anyways in the future in the further slides. Okay, so I'll just quickly skip this particular aspect and cover it later. Again, I mean, this summarizes the whole product, what it is basically about. Like I said, it has a pretty strong CRM attribute to it. So any kind of a communication that you would like to do with the customers, be it emails, be it SMSs, we have a WhatsApp module coming in pretty soon, right? So you can do that with your customers pretty well from the system itself. Plus, you have all the data points on your fingertips because all are very well managed. And because everything is like the system ensures that it has a very strong renewal workflow. This ensures that none of your policy renewals, when you talk about general insurance, none of your renewals are missed. Or when you talk about your life insurance, none of your premium dues are missed. Okay, because system keeps on reminding you and your team and your customers on your behalf about their upcoming renewals or upcoming premium dues. So that's how it helps you and your team and your customers to, you know, ensure that your renewals and premium dues are timely managed. So yeah, this again is another slide which summarizes the product and the modules that the product offers. So it has a lead and contact management, basically wherein you can manage all your contacts and all your leads in the system. It has a small marketing automation module using which you can, you know, send out marketing emailers, SMSs to your existing customers in terms of any cross-selling you wish that you wish to do, or you want to just send out any communication to your customers, you can do that. Okay, it has, like I explained, it has renewal reminders or notifications feature. Okay, to remind you about your meetings, reminders, or your upcoming policy dues or premium dues. Built-in SMS email integration, which is already there, and WhatsApp is coming in. Complete policy management and complete document management to manage your complete data set. Okay, complete calendar feature and a meeting reminder feature to ensure that all the follow-ups are well managed and reminded. Okay, and it has a pretty strong commission module to track all your expected commission. So we have commission masters where you define a different rates that are expected against various combinations and against various lines of business that you have agreed with your insurers. And then based on that, it can generate out what is the expected commission against the policy sale that you make, that you punch in the system. And then once the expected commission is punched in, it can also track the commission receipts. Okay, so as in when you get the commission receipt from the insurer, you can fill in the commission receipt in the system, and then it can keep a track of how much commission is received against how much is still pending from the insurer, so that you can always, you know, go back to the insurer and always, you know, do a cross-check and ask them, okay, this much amount is still pending with you, okay, which is just to be paid. It also has an invoice generation feature, which we have come up with lately, wherein you can even send invoices to your customers from the system itself. Okay, against the expected commission. And it has various reports inbuilt in the system, more than 50 plus which help you to check the various data points and various progress how your business is performing on a timely basis. Plus, it has all the IRDA required reports as well, which you need to submit to IRDA on a quarterly basis.
Okay.
Okay. The lead module of ours, basically, we have segregated into two separate modules internally. One is we call it a lead and a prospect. And basically, you can get this leads through any medium, basically. So we also offer APIs. So if you have like your own websites, or you have your own social media campaigns, or you're running your own offline campaigns, okay. So basically, if you're generating leads through any medium, then at the end of the day, you can get it into the system automatically through our APIs or through the web forms or through bulk upload. All options are possible. Okay. And once it gets into the system, you can then do various follow-ups and prospecting and then create a funnel ultimately to ensure that you are always on top of your leads and you try to close them efficiently as much as possible.
Okay.
These are the advantages that we say about our system. Obviously, we've ensured that we have kept it easy to use so that people, I mean, who are actual users of this particular industry, they may not be that tech savvy with an application. So to ensure that we have ensured that it's like as much simple as possible. Plus, it's value for money, like I said, because it's SaaS based at the end of the day. So the initial investment and the pinch on your pocket is typically less. And again, because it's SaaS based, one of the important aspects is that we are continuously working on it and continuously, listening to our customers and continuously adding more and more features that the customers need. Okay, so that's where it really makes it beautiful for the end customer because they are actually getting the latest updated version always available to them. And they are enjoying basically whatever the community needs, right? As a community, that feature gets added and the whole community enjoys at the end of the day. We have various security aspects in the system, which I'll cover later. But yeah, to give a brief overview, it's basically the entire application is currently hosted on AWS, Amazon AWS, which itself is a very well secured cloud platform. And on top of that, all the cloud platforms security aspects that are required, even required by IRDA, are well attributed to when it's deployed on the cloud. And plus, an additional layer of security, all your customers' data contact points and all the documents that you are uploading in the system are all encrypted and then kept onto the server. Okay. So that's an added level of security, so which ensures that even we or our administrators do not have a direct access to any of the details of yours that you upload in the system.
Understood.
Apart from that, the typical system attributes that we have, like we ensure we take daily database backups so that none of your data is missed due to some events. And obviously, because you use a product, it helps you to scale your operations if that's one of your targets in the coming days. Plus, because it's again because SaaS based and we have multiple customers on board, offering a good after sales support is a main one of the main KRAs that you could say that we have got. This is a security slide, like I explained. So I've covered most of the points. Apart from what I covered, it is obviously HTTPS protected. Plus, it also has an IP-based access protection. So using which, if you want your employees to access this application only from your office environment, you can even set that. Okay. And you can also choose, I mean, which of the users inside the application can have an access from outside the office. So that, I mean, if there's someone from the management like you or someone else from the management who wants to have the access of the application, from anywhere in the world, they can have it. But the user specific who are like basically the data entry guys or restricted users whom you don't want to have access of the application outside the office environment, you can configure it that way as well. And we have two-factor authentication in place as well. So basically, if you want to like add even a mobile number along with your typical credentials, username, password to protect your account, you can do that. This is some of the customers that who have spoken about our product. Yeah. So this is about our product. I'll just quickly show you another slide. Just give me a minute. So, are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this particular summarizes the modules basically that we have got inside a product in a simplistic manner. Okay. So what you see in the center is the core of the product. So we have the lead and the prospect, which is basically to do the prospecting of your new leads that are coming in. Okay. So basically doing the follow-ups with the customer. Okay. Receiving the information from the customer, like the documents, the KYC documents, sharing the quotations to the customer, okay, and closing the deal ultimately with the customer happens at the lead and the prospect stage. Okay. Then once you have the lead and the prospect, and when the customer is converted, you can create the policy. Okay, once it's punched in from the insurer side. Then once the policy is punched in, we have the commission module, wherein you can manage your insurer commission, like I explained. You can generate expected commission, and then you can manage your commission received, and then you can keep a track of how much is expected and how much is received. You can do the invoicing. We also have a payout commission module. So if you have point of sales working with you, or any people who are working with you under with under commission basis, so we have provided the payout commission module as well, using which you can manage the payout commissions to them as well. Then we have the endorsements, okay, wherein you can just track all the endorsements that are happening against the sales that you have made, and then the claims as well, where you can track the claims. Endorsements, the claims are all manual, basically, to ensure that whatever endorsements you're logging at the insurer side, or whatever claims you're logging at the insurer side, you even log it in the CRM side so that you can have a track of it, okay, whether they're closed or not, or at which stage they are currently. Okay, and you can get a complete summary of them. Yeah. Now, if you talk about prospect, you have the quotations. Now, we also have a beautiful option of offline quotation calculators for motor and health. So we have built in the motor offline calculator. So if you wish to send out some quotations, motor quotations, right? Since IRDA has fixed in the OD and the TP rates, those calculators are available with us in our system. So you can quickly send out any quotation with the typical OD and the TP rates. Add-ons are obviously not included because they keep on changing from insurer to insurer, and they keep on changing it very frequently as well. Okay. So if you want to include the add-ons, you can just punch in the add-on amounts as well and send it across.
Understood.
Regarding health, if you have the health premium charts available, you can upload those health premium charts in the system, and then you can take out the health quotations as well. Okay. Apart from that, for the health, we also have a feature comparison module. So whatever coverages are there against plans, you can get a comparison of that as well if you're sharing out the health quotations. And you yourself can also upload those coverages and maintain those coverages against the plans and insurer that you're working with. And commission receipt, I just explained you, renewals automation. So we have a beautiful renewals automation workflow. For general insurance, we ensure that whenever the policy is expiring, some X days before the policy expiry, which is configurable user-wise, you can generate a renewal prospect so that you can again follow up with the customer, again share out the renewal quotations, and again convert the customer, which is a typical general insurance workflow. And when you talk about life, right, when you convert a life policy, the system has an option wherein you can generate premium due prospects if required. So that if you want to generate a premium due prospects, and then based on that, you want to, you want your team to get reminded that, okay, you have to follow with this particular customer to collect the premium. And you also want to remind the end customer that, okay, you have to pay the premiums. Okay, you can do that using the premium due prospect workflow that we have got. Plus, we have the auto debit set as well. If you don't want those reminders, but you want to still, because the customer has enabled auto debit, you can just enable the auto debit feature, and system will keep on calculating the payments, basically, assuming that they are going to be paid at a specific frequency. We also have come up with the installment feature, wherein currently, because IRD has allowed installments for health insurance policies, as well as there are installment options available for other types of general classes. Okay. So wherever that requirement is available, you can use the installment feature as well. Plus, we have user-specific dashboard. So when I talk about users, we have various roles in our system. One of the roles is administrator typically. Other role is a manager, which comes under administrator. Manager is basically you can create various teams inside the system, and you can assign a manager to those teams, and then the manager can track the complete progress of that team. Okay. Then we have the user level role, wherein if you have a user level role, whenever you log in on a dashboard, whatever has been assigned to you, you will see that dashboard. Okay, so that you can work accordingly on your tasks. Plus, we have one more user has a restricted user. So the difference between a normal user and a restricted user is our user has an option, I mean, a privilege to search for any record in the system, but a restricted user can only search for the data that has been assigned to them, and not they cannot see any other data existing in the system. Plus, we have a POS user. POS user is basically if you have like a point of sales or people who are working with you with a commission basis, you can create a user for them, and they can log in and they can manage their complete data set, and you can look at their data set in their business, uh, but they can never look at your data set or any of your POS data. Okay, so that option is also available. If I talk about the leftmost part, these are the various attributes available. Like we have the SMS, email integration, WhatsApp integration, dialer integration. So in the future, if you wish to do some dialer integration, we have integration with Exotel or the eCentrix, basically using which you can perform dialing from the CRM system itself. We have follow-up management. We have a complete master management, multiple system configuration options, wherein your administrators can do multiple configurations. Okay. We have reports and multiple reports, more than 50 plus reports existing, and we have an option of exports as well, using which you can export. We have a pretty well-versed document management system wherein you can upload documents, multiple documents at various stages, be it a lead stage, be it a client stage, vehicle stage, prospect, policy, endorsement, claims, right? At every module, you can upload a document and then you can manage and view the documents wherever required. We have a pretty robust search module, which will be shown during the demonstration, using which you can filter out the data based on various combinations that you would like. We have bulk upload at various places. So if you have your existing data and you want to quickly start using the system, or you have some bulk leads coming in and you want to quickly import those leads in the system, you can do that using the bulk upload feature. Okay. User role management feature I just explained. Then a few POS data management feature again I just explained, and the marketing automation that I explained earlier. Then we also have a client portal. Currently it is web-based. So basically, if you want to give access to your end customer to view various, I mean, to show them whatever insurance that they have bought, to show them the summary of that, you can do that using the client portal. We are coming up with a mobile app for the client as well, so that the client can view their details of the insurance that they have purchased via mobile app as well in the future. Internally, for the internal users and for your POSPs, we have a mobile app as well. So basically, whatever we see over here, most of the modules, not 100% because it's like quite complex system, but most of the modules we have on the mobile app, so that you as a management side can look at the various aspects of the business, or your back office users can also use the mobile app to create records or view various records to offer some services to the customer quickly if needed. Apart from this, we have like various integrations with some third parties systems like Facebook's. If you want to run social media campaigns, websites, or any other systems can be integrated with the system using the APIs that we have got. We have a beautiful screen customization feature using which you can now customize your screen. So basically, if you feel that the form is not as per your expectation and you want to rearrange the form, change the labels, add some new fields, remove the existing fields, all of that can be done. Okay, and you can then really design the form as per your liking, if that is the requirement. Okay. We also have an option of insurer API integration if that's a requirement in the future. We are already having some integrations done for a few of our customers. And this is one of the modules that we are working on, which is a bot integration. So currently we're working on a WhatsApp integration wherein all the automated reminders and everything can go through WhatsApp automatically if you have the WhatsApp Cloud API enabled for your business. And soon in the future, we are also working on a WhatsApp bot, wherein most of the queries that your customer asks can be answered to the WhatsApp bot as well using the system, an autonomous bot. Yeah, so that's a future roadmap basically of us. Yeah. So yeah, this is about our system, theoretically, I would say. Let me just quickly show you the application as well.
So the thing is, Abhinav, you went through the entire presentation and it
Yeah,
all sounds very exciting. There are few things that I want to make sure that are available. One, those compliances reports that we need to send out,
yeah,
those should be able to be generated. You said that the reports are there and, we can download those and, we can work out easily. So
yeah,
one of those is my biggest requirements. The other is, of course, you say that it is easy to use.
right,
It has to be easy to use because eventually whoever's putting in, punching in the data needs to feel that it is easier than doing it in an Excel. And of
yeah,
course, like how you said, that renewals, uh, okay, time pay, there'll be a very ease in sending out reminders and things like that. And even for me to check what renewals are due and what is happening, who has done what, all of those
correct.
things should be integrated. That is my
Yeah,
biggest concern at this point of time.
yeah, yeah. So all are there pretty much available.
All
Let
right.
me just share. Yeah. So typically when you log in, this is the kind of dashboard that is presented to you. Okay. And this dashboard is user specific. Okay. So
Hmm.
whatever data set that has been assigned to the specific user who is logging in, as per that user login, this particular dashboard will be shown typically. But
Okay.
if you are a management user, okay, administrator, right, you will see a dashboard of the complete details of the organization over here, so that you have a
Hmm.
complete track of what is happening. Okay. The cards over here show the summary, the basic high level summary, that how many open leads. So this is like by default your last 3 months, and then you can choose any time frame over here. Okay, that how many open leads are pending, how many open prospects are pending, out of that, how many renewals are pending. Okay, how many sales are made, which are not yet converted to policy, how many active policies you have, and how many active clients you have, out of which how many active group clients you have got. Okay.
Okay.
Here you have, like, when you define meetings or follow-ups with the customer, this will tell you user-wise that, okay, which are the follow-ups that are due for today in the ascending order of the day. Okay, so that you can track with the follow-up. Plus, you will be shown a reminder as well over the top over here that you have a follow-up coming in. Plus, there will be notifications coming in whenever the follow-up is nearby. Okay, to remind you that you have to call this particular customer. Okay, and take a follow-up. Then, if I talk about lead summary, it's we have a small widget of lead summary over here, wherein you can track your leads status-wise. So these are the various statuses we have, and based on the statuses, you can track, okay, at which stage your lead is at any point of time. By default, it is for last 3 months, but you can choose any time frame of your choice and see, okay, at which stage that lead is. Okay. Then here, this is the one of the major widgets that we have in the system on the dashboard, the prospect summary widget, because everything works to the prospect in the system of ours. So in the prospect summary widget, we have three options over here. I'll start with the due date wise, because that is like the most important one. So due date wise tells you that, okay, for the current month, the coming 2 months and the previous 2 months, status wise, when how my prospects are arranged, status. Okay, as per the status, whether they are still in the open stage, whether they are due, whether they are complete. Okay, and you see a count over here. Count basically tells you that, okay, how many records, for example, 4 over here, how many records are still in the open stage. Okay, and when you click on this, any of these numbers that you're seeing over here will be shown a list. Okay, so that you can just then start tracking. Apart from this, this is a due date wise view, but if you want a detailed view, you also have a detailed view over here, wherein you can check, okay, in the next 7 days, how many my dues, renewable dues are coming up, or payment dues are coming up. In the next 15 days, 30 days, 45 days, okay, you can get a summary over here. So you can then target accordingly. Okay, the 7 days are high priority, who are, I mean, whose renewable is still due and still open. Okay, once this is complete, then you can target the 15 days, then the 13 days, the 45 days, so on. Okay. And then you have the summary view. Summary view is based on your generated date, whenever the prospect was generated. Based on that, and status wise, you get the summary view. Okay, and it's segregated based on renewal, rollover, and new business. So you can get a summary. Okay, how many renewals, rollovers, or new business status wise are at which stage they are. And this entire summary that you're looking at is can be filtered out over here. So, like I mentioned, every user will see it user wise, but as an administrator or from the management side, you will see it for all the users. But you can always come over here and look at group wise if you have defined groups in the system, or a specific user wise. if you wish to. Plus, we have options of business type by. So like if you want to see renewal records only or new business records only on the dashboard, you can filter that. Or if you want to see it based on the individual customers or the corporate customers only, or you want to see it based on the classes, specific classes. You want to see only the health, life, or any specific engineering class or general class data, you can do that. Or there's an option of classification in the system. So if you classify the records and you want to see them as per the classification, you can do that. Or the POS. So if you define POS, point of sales, and you want to see that or try the data using the POS, you can do that. These are the various filters available on the dashboard itself that we have got. Okay. Apart from that, you have the endorsement and the claim summary as well. So once you're logging in, the endorsement and the claims, the person or the team who is looking at endorsements and claims can track the endorsement from this particular widget, from the dashboard itself. This will show you status wise. Once you have multiple statuses, okay, at which status my endorsement is. Okay, and which will help you to ensure that whichever endorsements or claims that are being logged in the system, okay, from the management side, whether they are being closed or not, or whether they are still open. Or if they are still open, you can follow up with the team, concerned team, that why they're still open and why they're not closed. Okay. Now coming to the various attributes, I mean various modules that we have, like we have the leads module, like I explained. Leads is like the initial stage. So this basically the cold call, I would say the cold inquiry that you receive. Okay. And like I explained in the presentation, this lead stage can also be integrated with your various outside attributes, so like your websites, social media campaigns, or you want to do a bulk upload, right? So everything can be bought in the lead stage. And then you can do a basic prospecting at the lead stage, try to call the customer, try to understand the requirement, try to ensure that whether it's an actual inquiry or not, or whether it's a cold inquiry. And once you ascertain that it's an actual inquiry and the customer is interested, you can convert this particular lead to a prospect. Okay. Prospect is the main stage of your actual valid inquiries, wherein you can do the prospecting. You can even do follow-ups at lead stage, but at the prospect stage, you can do a detailed follow-up. Plus, you can share out quotations with the customer. Okay. Let me just show you some existing prospect. Like for example, let me open just a health prospect. So this is our typical form of a health prospect, how it looks like. Okay, here you capture the basic attributes, like whether it's a new business class, policy type, whether it's an individual health or group health. Okay, the source that you want to capture. Agency, it's not useful. If it's useful, if you have like against a single insurer, if you have multiple agencies, multiple licenses, right? You can use the agency filters as well. POS, if this particular business is coming through a specific POS, you can enter that. You can assign a due date in case of a new business, or for the renewal or rollover, you can enter the due date of the policy. Proposed insurer, you can enter, and the other attributes basically. Over here, you can assign it to a owner or a user, okay, or you can assign it to a specific group. You can write in the remarks. This is the client detail stage, wherein you can enter the various attributes of the client, right? So you can just open this, and then here the complete client form opens up, and you can capture the various attributes of the client in detail, whichever is available and which you wish to capture as per the information available. The client type, title, name, gender, date of birth, age, marital status, occupation designation, I mean everything, every aspect, the contact details, address, mobile number, email address, okay, default details, POS, I mean through which POS this client came, the source, okay, or if this particular client is a group client or not, okay, or if this is a group client and if you want to define members, family members against a particular group client, you can add it from the client stage as well. Or if you want to make this particular client as well as a group client, you can make this as a group client. Okay. So, and here you can upload various documents of the client. Okay. Then you have the follow-up section over here when you can do the follow-ups with the customer. And once the follow-ups are done, like I said over here, the follow-ups will be reminded to you through various notifications on the system. This is the recent activities section, using which you can, track the various activities that are happening on this particular prospect, so that any user who looks at it will get a complete brief summary. Okay, what has happened with this particular case? When was the case created? Who did a follow-up? What was the follow-up done? And basically, if you want to just go back and look at the history of how the case was converted or why the case is not getting converted, you can get that from the recent activities. Then you have the quotation stage, wherein you can define the quotation. So let me just open an existing report with some quotation. Yeah. Yeah. So this is how a quotation looks like. So for example, let me open the quotation like this. Okay. So here you can just let's say edit. Yeah. So here you can define the various attributes in the quotation like this over here. What is the plan? What's the insurer? Which is the plan? What is the cover type? How many adults? If it's like multiple members, how many child? What is the sum insured? Okay. Then you can track the family members information over here. You can enter the premium informations over here. Based on the plan selected, you will get, okay, what are the add-ons covered in this particular plan as well. And once your quotation is created, this is how a quotation typically looks like, okay, which can be shared to the end customer in a simplistic manner. Okay, how many members are insured? What is the sum coverage? What is the premium? And this can be completely customized as per your branding and as per your choice. This is template-based quotation. Okay. Plus, like this, you can create multiple quotation with the customer, and then you can also generate the quote comparisons. So this is how a typical quote comparison looks like in our system. So here I'm like trying to compare 4 quotes, and because you have the coverages entered of this plans of this particular insurers, you will see that there is a coverage comparison also available with you. Okay. So against which the coverages are available in the system will tell you, okay, how does this plan compare with the other plans, which you're comparing. Okay. Based on the various coverage parameters like the room rent, storage, nuclear bonus. I mean,
how do you make
50
sure that these are very accurate, considering that they keep making changes, there are new products coming up?
So we have given that option to you as well, wherein you can manage the commission coverages. Okay.
Okay.
So here in the masters, if you see, you can come to the insurance plan coverages option. Okay. You can just choose your plan like health. You can choose like, for example, just take care over here. You can choose the plan. Okay. And these are the coverages over here. Now here you can manage that. Okay. So we will keep on changing it, continuously updating it as in when we have the revised information received. Okay. It's the community which helps us to tell us, okay, these are the changes that have happened, and please make those changes. Okay. So we keep on changing, but just in case if we don't change and then you get an update prior to us, and if you wish to change it, you have that flexibility. Okay, where you can go and change it to keep it up to date. Okay. And as per this information, this particular, like I showed the comparison, this will get generated then, whatever your information you have entered.
Got it.
Okay. So this is how a typical health quote looks like and the coverages settings look like. If I talk about a motor quotation, you can define multiple quotations. Okay. This is a normal quotation calculator screen page wherein you can define the insurer, you can select the add-ons. Okay. And you can define the ODTP rates, add-on rates, and select the premium. Okay. Plus we have the calculator, like I was mentioning earlier, right? Wherein you just enter the IDV, for example, let's say 8 lakhs is the IDV. And let's say data ID, and I say calculate. So based on the IRDA regularized OD and TP rates, right? The OD and TP amount will be calculated. You can just punch in your discounts over here. Okay, you can apply the NCVs over here, right? And this will match the accurate code, basically of OD and TP, right? But the add-ons, if you want to provide the add-ons, you can just specify which are the add-ons. If there are some specific plans, you can select the plans as well. And you can just tick mark their add-ons, either specify the rates of the add-ons or specify the amounts of the add-ons, whichever you want in the system. And then once you've entered this, you can generate the code and share it with the end customer. Okay. Again, the quotation for a single quote looks like this, which is again customizable completely. Okay. Or if you would wish to generate something which is system generated single quote, it looks like something like this. Okay, which is a detailed one, which tells you every parameter wise what is the premium amount and all. Or if you want to generate the quotation comparison, if you have multiple quotes, it looks something like this. Once you generate the comparison. Okay. For motor insurance, which compares you all the premium amounts of the ODTP and the add-ons side by side, and the add-ons what are covered in those and what are not. And if there are add-on premium amounts against those, then also the add-on premium amounts are mentioned in the comparison. This assists your end customer to take a wise decision. Okay, based on the various codes that you're sharing. So these are the options that we have available. Just like I showed you the motor calculator, we have the health calculator as well, wherein we can calculate if you have like premiums uploaded in the system, the premiums using the health calculator, the premiums will be shown based on the combination entered.
Okay.
We also have a special module for
So
fire.
all this data of the premium and all of that, do you have that already set, or do we have to do it for every product and every company? Do we have to do that on our own, or like
No,
create a
you
master
have.
for it?
So this feature is something that we have come up with lately. Okay.
Okay.
And the thought process is basically we will ask the community, I mean, we'll ask all our customers to share the premium chart, whichever they want to make available for their organization, for their account. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, whenever you have a plan or whenever you have an update of the plan, you share it with us and we'll upload it in the system and make it available for you. That's the thought.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah. So I was just showing you even the fire module. Let me just, yeah. So we also have a fire option available wherein you can just go and enter the various risk coverages in the fire policy that you wish to share, and then the add-ons you can enter and the premium amounts you can enter. And likewise, you can enter multiple quotations, and then you can even generate the quotation comparison over here. I guess it's not generated, I'll just generate. Yeah. This is our typical fire quotation comparison looks like. Yeah. Okay. Wherein it compares the various risks side by side as per the various quotations entered. Okay. And then it compares the premium then accordingly. So yeah, we have like special formats, I would say, for three types. For motor, health, and fire, we have the special comparison format. And for the rest classes, we have a general, I mean, you can still do the comparison, but it will be a general comparison based on the add-ons and the premium amounts. That's it. Okay. But for motor, for fire, and for health, we have done it as per the detailed coverage that they have got. Okay.
Understood.
And apart from that, this I showed you regarding motor, fire, and health. Apart from that, any other general classes for life, you can create a prospect, convert it into a policy. Policy screen looks very much similar to the quotation screen at the end of it, because the data from the quotation flows to the policy. If I talk about searches, let me just show you the searches as well. I mean, searches are very comprehensive. If you click on this advanced search, you will see a lot of filters available over here. Okay. So based on this, you can, if you want to do a very, I mean, a specific search, you can do that. Plus, we have a master search over here as well. So if you want to do a quick search based on the various parameters, you can do that, which are written over the top in the master filter itself. Plus, we have a column selection. So basically, because there are like so many columns, okay, because of the so many data attributes, every user can choose which are the columns that they're interested in looking at in the search and in which order they want to look at. And they can save that. So that whenever they look at the searches, they'll see it will be shown only those columns and in the order that they are specified. Okay, so that customized experience every user can get. And even the organization can do it for, as a common for all the users of the organization if they want to. Okay. So that customization option is available in all the searches that we have got. In the lead, the prospect, and policy, can design the searches as per your choice. If I come to policy forms, typically I'll just show you existing policy forms. Like, let me just show you a motor policy private car form, and a health renewal form, and marine cargo new business form. Yeah. Now, another advantage of a system, if you see, is that like in Excel, you can, work with multiple worksheets in a similar manner inside our application. When you're working, you can work with multiple records simultaneously. You don't have to go backward, backward, backward. Typically, that happens in the applications. So like you have the search open over here, you have the context set over here, and then you can open multiple records of the customer if you want to work with multiple records. Okay. So here, this is a typical policy search for general insurance. This is for a motor insurance, wherein we capture the attributes like the class, policy type, the customer details. The basic customer details are shown over here, and any other detail that you want to modify or enter, you can do that over here. Okay. Then these are because it's a motor, this is the vehicle details section wherein you can see, view, manage, and edit the vehicle attributes. These are the insurer details section, using which you can see the insurer or manage the insurer details. You also have option of co-insurer. Just in case if it's a co-insurer, you can enter various co-insurers as well. Okay. Then this is the policy details where you can enter the policy information, the policy amounts information section, the payment details section information, the nominee details section information, the additional policy information details like the source, agency, post, user, location, okay, and any other information that you would like to capture in the system. Other uploaded document basically will tell you if all the entities that are linked to this particular policy, like the lead, the prospect, the client, the vehicle, inside that, if you have uploaded any of the documents, that will be shown over here in the other uploaded document section. Then you have the uploaded document section wherein you can upload the policy document or any other document basically in the system. And then you have the recent activity. So any activity that you're doing in this policy section will be shown over here. And the other classes policy form looks very much similar. I mean, almost the same. It's just that it changes based on the class, the various specific elements. Like if you talk about health, the member section comes in, or the policy amount section gets changed as per the health. Okay, or the add-on details come in for health. So as per every class, whatever additional information that needs to be captured comes in on the screen, but otherwise the core structure of the policy information remains almost the same. Again, you have searches and policy, just like that I showed you for prospect, wherein you can have you have advanced level filter, wherein you can do a filtering based on various search parameters, or you have the advanced master search over here, based on which you can do some quick searches. And if you want to just rearrange, sequence your columns, you can do this. And this option is available across all the searches and even all the reports as well. This column selection. So that's an added advantage. We have a bulk edit option using which if you want to like change, do some bulk modification against certain parameter that we allow, you can do that using the bulk edit option. And then you have the upload policy record. So if you want to bring your existing data into the system, you can use the bulk upload policy option to use that as well and bring in your existing data in the system as well. Similarly, we have the client module. In this, you can create a client, you can do a bulk edit of the client, you can search the client. You have the client portfolio, which is a screen that is shown to the end customer, which you can also see, based on which you can just select and then view the complete portfolio of that client. That okay, how many policies, active policies, classified that particular client has got, and how many endorsement and how many claims that client has got, and the status that they are. Complete summary you can see. We have an option of merge client, so just in case some duplication ends up happening, and if you wish to merge those duplication, you can do that using the merge client option. Manage client users, because we provide a option for the end user to log in, you can use a manage client user to create a user account for your client. So basically a user credential so that you can share with the client, and the client can use that credential to log in to the client portfolio screen. Then we have the endorsements, wherein you can manage the endorsement. We have the commissions. In commissions, we have these options. Basically, in the search commissions, you will see all your expected commissions. Let me just close some tabs. Yeah. So in the commission, you will see all the expected commissions. So you know how the expected commissions are generated based on this master. So we have this commission master over here. For general commissions, we have this master. Line of business wise and business type wise, you can define your rates. Okay. And based on the defined rates, the system will automatically generate the expected commission in the commission in this commission, expected commission, which you can view using the search commission option. Commissions you can also view at the respective policy level. So if I just open any specific policy, right, at on the top of the policy, you'll find this option of view commission. Okay. This I guess has multiple co-insurers. Let me just open a simple one with a single, yeah. So yeah, here also you can view at the policy level, you can view the commission, and it gets automatically calculated based on the commission rate that you have entered, defined in the master. But at the case-to-case basis, if you want to modify the commission, okay, probably if the insurer is offering you a different commission based on the rate or a different commission amount for a specific case, you can enter that or modify that by going to the specific master. Similarly, in the bottom section, we have the payout master. So just in case you have payouts that you want to do, if this particular case has come through some of your costs and you want to pay out something, you can define it. Okay, what is the payout that needs to be received? Okay. So based on this, that information gets shown over here in your commissions, expected commissions over here. Okay. That this is your expected commission. Now, if you see, there's an option of outstanding. So unless and until you go and define a commission receipt over here, they will be shown as outstanding to you. Okay. And as in when you go and define a commission, create a commission receipt. So whenever the insurer company shares you that commission statement, you can go and create a commission receipt in the system against the insurance statement and map all the policy records against which you have received the commission, and you can define okay, how much amount you have received in this commission receipt. And once you do that, system will reconcile against the expected commission. And then it will bring you this particular report that, okay, this is the commission expected. And because nothing has been received, it is still outstanding. Okay. Or I guess this is a test record, but yeah, like for example, over here, this is the commission expected. Okay. But this is the this thing, outstanding commission. Okay, this is like, I guess, a case of write-off, I would say. But yeah, this is how you will see the summary. This is a test account, so you won't see much details over here. But on the live account, you will see that, okay, what is the expected commission, what is the outstanding, and how much you have received. And you also have an option of write-off and amendment. Write-off is basically if something like 100 is expected, but insurer ended up giving you only 98. Okay. And you want to just write off this rupees small amount. Okay. You can do that using the write-off functionality. Or you have the amend commission functionality, wherein your expectation was 100, but when the insurer ended up giving it 75 only due to some reason. Okay. On a case-to-case basis. And now you want to amend that commission, generated commission. You can do that using the amend commission functionality as well.
Understood.
These are the options that are available in the system. Okay. You also have an option of generating the commission invoice, and then I'll just show you an invoice, how it looks like. You can go and generate the commission invoice, enter the attributes of the invoice, select the policy against which you would like to generate the invoice, and then you can generate and then share that invoice with your insurer as well. This is how a typical invoice looks like, and this is customizable against template based. So you can really redesign it as per your choice if you want to. Okay. And you can share it with the customer as well. Apart from that, these are the various reports that we have got in the system. Okay. And in the last two sections, these are the IID reports, which are like required for IID compliance that we have. Okay. And then so you can just simply go select, okay, select the financial year, select the quarter. Okay. We have various dates in the system, and based on those dates, you can define, you can generate your reports, whether you want to do it on the commission generated date or the commission process date. Okay. And once you download it, basically, the system downloads this kind of a report to you, which is like something which is in the IID required format, which you can simply use and copy paste and upload it for IID requirement. Okay, so here you have the insurer-wise commission. Similarly, you have the general insurance business data. You have the claim summary. Things like this. I mean, all the data that is available, I mean, reports that are needed for the idea, they're pretty much there. And we do keep on changing them as per the feedback received. If there's any changes required, whenever the idea requirements change, we keep on changing that for you to ensure that you always have the up-to-date, that whatever idea requires with you. Okay. These are general, these are live, specific reports. So both of them are available. Okay. Apart from that, to track the various attributes of your business, you can, use reports that we have got, various reports like this month-wise premium, comparing with previous financial year, or class-wise or insurer-wise, right? Or if you want to do a simple Excel-based report, right? You can just simply click on this prospect details or the policy details report and get the details out. You can use the advanced searches basically to get the reports out. Okay. Or you can simply hide the advanced searches, and based on the period, you can select the reports and then use the column selection to choose the columns you're interested in doing at the report and do export out the reports. Okay, if required. This is how it gets exported. Okay, from the system as well. These are the various options that are available with us. And we are coming up with few intuitive reports as well. So one of the reports that we have is like a dashboard report like this. Okay. Which gives the complete picture about how your business is performing. It's a very comprehensive report. So basically, there are various filter attributes over here: month-wise, quarterly, user, commission type, class, source name, insurer name, policy type over here. These are the filters. Okay. And based on that, like for example, this is a class-wise report. Okay. How many policies, how many premium, how much what was commission. Okay. Similarly, if you want user-wise, this is the user-wise. You want insurer-wise, this is insurer-wise. Based on the various attributes. So that's something that you can really benefit to track the progress basically. Plus various other reports, like one of the reports, things like this also, right? Charts that you want to see a track of basically the count versus the premium year-on-year basis. Okay. On a monthly basis, how your business is performing, you can get. Or on a monthly basis, how your business is performing. You can get that. So various reports available in the system, right? Normal database reports like this, which I showed you, or pivot-based report, or chart-based report. All types of reports are available to track the various progress in the system. Apart from that, we have this masters over here, using multiple masters, using which you can completely, you know, your administrators can manage the various attributes of the system. Okay. And this is another feature that I was talking about earlier, new feature that we have come up with, the screen customization feature. So basically, like this is the typical screen. Okay, and if you would wish to customize the screen as per your requirement, okay, you can do this using this feature. Like for example, simple option I'll show you. You want to move the title on the top over the client type, you feel. Okay, so you can just simply do that. Or you want to change the title, you want to name, you don't want to call it as title, you want to call it as salutation. Let's say. Okay. You can do that. Or simply if you don't want to say, I don't want to see the gender field as an example. Simple. You can remove that. It comes over here. And in the future, if you want it back, you can also get it back. Simple. So I've just made some few modifications. I've said salutation. I've changed the order. I've removed gender. Right. Now, once you reload this particular screen again, right, those changes will be reflected. Salutation comes up, the order changes, gender is hidden. So things like this. I mean, if you want to just customize this form as per your requirement, that can be done. So this is the brief summary about how the application works and various modules that we have got in the system. And we also have a mobile app. I'll just quickly show you a preview of the mobile app as well. Vishal, if you can just show that, a quick preview of the mobile app.
Yes, sir. Just give me a second.
Yeah, sure. In the meantime, if you have any queries, you can just ask till the time Vishali just
I
arranges
think
that
the
screen sharing for the.
queries will only arise mostly once we start working on the system.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
So one thing I wanted to ask was that now that we were using some kind of CRM and Excel sheets. So if we have to now move to your CRM, how difficult and how smooth would that transition be? Like, should we start from fresh and not, kind of touch the data that has already been done and, or can we put in the data and it is going to be an easy transition? That's
Yeah, it's
one
gonna be
question.
it's gonna be an easy transition, I would say. Not very difficult, I would say. So
Okay.
we have this option of bulk uploads at all the modules. Okay.
Okay. So
And
we can
typically,
just,
like,
for the Excel, if we have the Excel, we can just upload that and that would be it.
yes. So
Okay.
basically, we have this format available with us. Okay. And we just asked you to upload your data in this format from your Excel.
Understood.
Sir, sorry
Okay.
to interrupt you. Could you please stop sharing your screen?
Yeah, 2 minutes, Vishali.
Yeah.
Let me just explain this. So this is the format of the policy, like a policy upload. Okay. And we've also defined like which are system based. So yellow with the yellow background are system based. And the values from system based come from this particular master, which is given in this worksheet itself.
Okay.
Second worksheet.
Hmm.
Okay. And the red ones are mandatory
Okay.
columns.
Got
Okay.
it.
So you can just fill in the information from your existing Excel into this Excel and then upload it. And once you upload it, all the existing policy details and all the client details and all the vehicle details, if motor, everything will come in this. That's it.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Similarly, this is for policy, but if you want to do it for leads or for prospects, even that can be done using the leads or the prospect bulk upload option to get your existing leads and prospects as well.
Got it.
And if you would even would like to move the policy documents, we have this option of upload policy document. The only criteria is that you can upload as a document. The only criteria is that the file name should match the policy number. So if you rename the files with the policy number, file names, and then upload it in a zip with a small data set of like 40, 50 files, I would say there's some restriction which will tell you. And then you can do a bulk upload. And system will match the file name with the policy number and upload a policy document with that. This is
Understood.
how we can upload it as well. Yeah, Vishali, I'm just stopping the screen.
Yeah,
You can
sure.
do the
Yes, sir.
app
Just give
review.
me. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So this is our LeadCRM app, a mobile application. So like a dashboard, web portal application, here also in a dashboard, it shows all the data, whatever you added in a lead or in a prospect or in policy, it will be reflected on dashboard. The similar, just like the in the last 3 months summary, it shows the open lead, sales made, active policies, open prospect renewals, lost cancelled, and the active client groups as well. Even the today's schedule activities, it will be it is showing us the whatever activities we are adding here. So for the policy, for the lead, or the for the prospects, it will be reflected on a today's schedule activities. Just like the similarly, it is showing us the premium summary. Yeah, in a pie chart as well for the motor premium, health premium, life and or the general insurance also. In a prospect summary view, it shows the complete data like prospect status, then prospect status, likewise renewal health, renewal rollover and the new business also. The second view for this also, it shows the prospect detail view. Similarly, as a web portal, for the 7 days wise, 8 to 15 days wise, 60 to 30 days wise, 31 to 45 days wise, all data you can check here. The third view also is visible here. Sorry, month wise data is also visible here. Then in a lead summary also, it shows the visit for the lead summary for the new follow-up converted or the lost data or the total data of like that. So this is how dashboard is visible. In the menu bar, for the lead also, it shows the search screen like this. It shows the first open leads. If you want to check the all data also, so you can check all data, all leads also, all data also. You can search. You can click on the search button and search the client's data. For example, mm, this is how you can search the data also. Even filter option is available in search criteria. Through that, you can filterize the data also. Next, if you want to create any lead, so here is a create lead option. So you can, while clicking on this button, so you can create the new link, new create lead for the new client also. and according to that, your lead will be visible on a uh, mobile application as well as on a dashboard, reflected on web portal also. Next is a prospect view. In a prospect view, just like similar in a lead, you first of all it shows your all the open prospects. But if you want to check the all prospects or the open renewals or the salesman renewals, it according to that your whatever your data is reflected here. Similarly, like the search here also you can search also filterize the data like leads whatever we did, and clicking after clicking on a apply button, it will be reflected on this data also. On clicking on this button, you can create the lead prospects also. So for the new prospect, so you can add the you can create the prospects also, as well as you can create the quotation for this through this prospect also in the mobile application also. Next, through the policy. Similarly, like the lead and the prospect, it shows the all the active policies. If you want to check the other data also, you can check through the search for you can check through the search options also. And if you want only to create the policy, just clicking on three dots and clicking on the create policy button, and according to that your business type, your class wise, you can create the policy also. That's it. Sir, anything I have to show?
No, Vishali, I guess. Yeah, so this is a brief overview of the app. Okay, so we have the functional modules of lead, prospect, client, and the dashboard currently in place. And we are also coming up with various reports, okay, chart-based reports on the mobile app as well in the future releases. So that for the management, if you want just to track the progress chart-wise using the chart, you can view that. But it's completely functional for the users, basically the actual users of the application. You can go and create any lead, prospect, client. Okay, so visually you can just show the client view as well. You must on the client view, which shows a summary of how many
Yes.
prospects, policies the client has got from
Yep.
a single view itself. Yeah, so your end user can actually use the app for all the data entry, viewing, editing purpose. And you as a management can now use the dashboard to view the various summaries that are available on the dashboard, and in the future to the reports as well to track the business progress. This is something that we are working upon, wherein the reports, chart-based reports will come in the future. Just show the client module as
Yes,
well.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
While clicking on a create client button, so here is a create client. You can add the data like an individual client or the corporate client. After that, you can enter the client details like name.
Yeah, that is fine. We shall just show an
Okay.
existing client with some
Okay.
data. Like just open Joydeep Mukherjee, which is okay, fine. Open up, yeah. Yeah, this is how a typical client view looks like. Okay, which gives a complete summary. Okay, like Joydeep Mukherjee, how many leads that client has got? Just of the leads, yeah. And in which stage that lead is, or how many prospects Joydeep has got if it has multiple requirements. Okay, that has been shared with you. And in which stage those prospects are, whether they're open, they're in quotation generated stage, payment due stage, things like this. And then what are the policies you have of that particular customer? And just clicking on that policy record, you can go to the policy. Just go inside and view the policy data. You will get a complete policy summary. Okay. So what are the policy amounts? If there are co-insurers, then co-insurer details, the rider is, because this is life, the rider assured nominee details, the payment details, the premium due details, and any uploaded files that has been uploaded in the system. Just open anything, Vishali. This is how you can just view any of the documents that are uploaded. Yeah.
Also, sorry.
Or you can even upload, yeah, it's a testing account, Vishali. So the
Yeah.
developers must have uploaded some dummy data. Just come back. So this is how you can just view, or you can upload documents from the mobile app itself if you wish to. Yeah, so this is a brief overview. That's
Hmm.
it. Yeah, you can upload. This is a brief overview of how the system, what are the options in the system, and a brief overview of the mobile app as well. Apart from this, like you rightly mentioned, it's a comprehensive system. So once you get your hands dirty with the system, you will get a much more clear idea of
Right.
how the system works and how comfortable you are, and whether it has all the requirements or does it meet all the needs that you have got. Okay.
Yes.
So we have a 30-day trial period. So at any point of time, you can just simply go register on a website and start using the system. The full-fledged system is available for you, and it's completely autonomous.
Okay.
You can start.
Abhinav, there's also something when it comes to costing, we can have a one-to-one discussion over that what the
Sure, sure.
costing would be, and considering we're a startup, and the existing data is not too much, of course,
Right,
but it is going to grow.
right.
So, hence the need to have a proper CRM system and stuff in place. So, would you want to share an email with the quotation, or do you want to get on a call to discuss that? How do you want to proceed with that?
Yeah, we'll get on a call,
Mm-hmm.
understand your requirement, and then based on that, we'll share some quotation so that you get an idea. And in the meanwhile, we'll also share you the standard rates of the various
Mm-hmm.
offering that we have got, so that you also have some kind of idea. Okay, what are the standard rack rates of the various plans that we have got, and what all those plans cover. Okay, so
All
you can
right.
also make the decision. Okay, okay, which is the plan that suits you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
as per your needs, that is as per your current needs. Okay,
Yeah.
consider that you're a startup, and then you can always change the plan in the future if need be,
Hmm.
and upgrade to a higher plan as well. So I'll share those details up first. Just go through those plans, and then we can have a discussion. Which plan suits you, or we want to
Sounds
customize any plan for you. We can do that. Not a problem.
Sounds good. So let's do that. You just send me the email. You have my email ID.
Yeah,
I
sure.
will go through the plan, then we'll schedule a call, and then we can go ahead with that. And meanwhile, I will ask Shalu and Rachna to start using the free trial that is available, so that they also get,
Yeah, yeah.
a knack of using the software.
Correct, correct. And they can coordinate with Rushali so she can help them in terms of any doubts they have, queries that they have in regards to the usage of this. Rushali will be available to help you
Sounds
at any
good.
point of time.
Sounds good.
Okay,
All
okay,
right.
Ashwin.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rishali,
Okay.
Abhinav, and
Thank
Anil.
you.
Thank
Nice
you.
Thanks.
talking to you.
Yeah, same here. Thank you.
Yeah, looking forward to your email with the quotation.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, sure. Definitely. We'll share
Oh,
that.
thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
Yeah.
you. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.
Can I end this meeting, sir?
Yeah, yeah. You can.